Hey, what's up guys? How are we doing? I'm back with another video. This one, and I gotta warn you guys, well, first, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Travis at Epic Garage Designs. He's got Jessica over there working with him. I stopped by to have lunch with him yesterday. I had no idea how cool the stuff they have over there. Do you want to build yourself a dream garage? Check out Epic Garage Designs. It's badass. So anyway, I'll put a link to his website on there. And if you do decide to buy anything, let them know, hey, I want the Cooksey Bro deal. They will hook you up. I saw everything. I was like, hey, wait a second. I think this is exactly what all my people are into. So if you guys decide to get anything from Epic Garage Designs, just let them know you want the Cooksey special. So don't forget to subscribe. And I'm not going to beat that in your head this week. Live prediction show will be on Saturday after practice, about 20 minutes after the practice show goes off air. And then a special for this video. If you're tired of hearing about the MAV TV, MX Sports, the lies, and all that stuff, maybe this episode isn't for you. So with that said, let's get into this.
I'm in the empire business.
Everybody love everybody!
You all know exactly who I am.
Okay guys, so this whole MAV TV, motocross, streaming debacle has literally hit the next level. Apparently, the FCC, let me read this so I don't have it wrong. This is from the FCC specifically, consumer complaints at fcc.gov. This is the response somebody received. The FCC has launched an investigation into this matter and will contact you if further information is required, and you will be notified as to the final results. I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was kind of shady, and I figured something was going on. I've heard rumblings of class action lawsuits and FCC. I didn't know anything was actually solid until I got this from that person. And I mean, it's from the fcc.gov website, wherever it goes, I don't know. They're encouraging anyone else who's had issues with MAV TV or anything involved with the motocross streaming issues as far as getting your money back to contact them at consumercomplaints@fcc.gov. I'll put that up on the screen here for you. Let them know. I'm not going to because, I mean, well, I had some complaints. It wasn't anything worthy of it, in my opinion, but that's for you guys to decide. And then I did have to crack up. My buddy Steve Mathis, not really, if you guys know, he's not my buddy. But we've been friendly, we've gone riding, we've hung out quite a bit. They're going on the offensive again towards me, and while I don't even really, people think I dislike Davey Coombs. I don't. I have nothing against Davey Coombs. I have something against what he's doing to the sport. I have something with the way that they run the media. They're all in this little clique. They all repeat the same things. They keep saying I'm telling lies and that I'm going to get sued. Well, ready, sue me. Guess what? Everything I've said works. So here's what Steve Mathis wrote about me. He wrote, Cooksey, they're the OAN of MX, and that's like the would be like a right-wing news channel, full of shit and bias. You know what happens to OANs. They get sued for millions by Dominion voting machines and are going to lose. What? And you guys get mad at me for going political? That's Steve Mathis's response to who I am and what I'm about? Guys, I'm almost liberal. Like I said, I don't own a gun. I'm all for guns. You have a gun if you want. Do drugs if you want. I don't care. I probably wouldn't encourage anyone I know to get an abortion, but that's your choice. Like, I'm not going to get involved in those issues. That's not my deal. I'm not going to take a side either left or right on that. I'm just not. I just don't want things forced on top of me, and I don't want the sport ruined. I just don't. And I don't want these guys to get together with their, 3 different media outlets that all share the same thing, so it looks like it's not the same narrative. I've literally had conversations. The reason I cannot get a press pass for MX Sports is I was on the phone with Davey Coombs after his minion, who does the passes, told me I put out stuff detrimental to the series. And then he said that I needed to work with them. What does that mean? Work with them. Sounds a lot like they're trying to tell me to share their narrative. What I told them is piss off. I'll buy my own ticket and write what I want. I'm not here to create news. I'm here to tell you what I see, what's happening. And as to the numbers I have about the series, I was out riding one day with Steve Mathis when I got the contract, the first contract I got from a track who was disgruntled about the deal between MX Sports and the way they kind of control it. And they force them to pay this $100,000 up front. They pay $10,000 to do the banners that MX Sports collects from all those sponsors. I mean, there's just a list of things that they have to pay. Yes, they can be profitable, but it's all like the track assumes all risk. If that thing's a rain out, it's on the track. It's not on MX Sports. MX Sports collects their money up front. They get the riders' entry fees. They make the track pay the $70,000 pro purse. So rider entry fees doesn't go towards pro purse. Shocker. But it's crazy. And I told Steve Mathis, who's been very, very vocal about how he thinks Feld is raking in the bucks and stealing money. And you guys, if you guys have listened to Pulp, you understand. He has been extremely critical of Feld and how they handle stuff and how they charge and what they make and how they just hammer the system. We're out riding and I told him, holy crap, did you know that this contract's like that? And he said, no, I don't even look at those things. I suspect he already knew. And he goes, well, the tracks keep coming back, right? As if that's a reasonable answer. It's not. Like, if you truly care about the sport, why don't we just bring this to everyone's attention? If they're so embarrassed of this contract and the way they've worded it, that they can't even talk about how much they charge these tracks, it's that embarrassing, maybe they shouldn't be doing it. Maybe they should have a little bit more fair deal. And I don't necessarily believe that a fair deal, I'm not saying they shouldn't make a shit ton of money. They absolutely should. They should actually just, they work their asses off. They do a really good job at some things. And my whole argument from day one is the sport would be bigger. It would absolutely be bigger if they shared with the other two participants in this sport, the riders, the tracks, and the promoter. They'd all be happier. They'd all make more money. The sport would grow. And Davey Coombs and MX Sports wouldn't have as much control, but they'd have more money. I promise you they'd have more money. So anyway, guys, if you want that, just check it out. But I was shocked to hear that the FCC is involved, and this might be a monumental moment in our industry and in this sport. That's pretty big. Yeah, if the FCC and class action lawsuits, I mean, they really did screw over a lot of people. Good luck getting a hold of MAV to find out your refund. And it's been a nightmare. It absolutely has. And yes, I love the sport, and I'm a diehard, and I let them kick me in the teeth over and over, and I'm not going to sue. But that doesn't mean you don't have to. You can do whatever you choose. That's the great thing about living in this country. We get to choose. So anyway, thanks, guys, and we'll catch you later.